Hello and welcome back to my little series, and just into a quick little snapshot into some games that we play. If you don't know this interface, this is League of Legends, or better known as LoL. I'm just going to show you a couple of bits and pieces with LoL. I'm not going to show you everything, and please don't confuse this as a character guide, because I'm not doing a character guide. I might be tempted to do one for perhaps a champion I play, perhaps Ashe or something, but apart from that might be in the future, and I'm not going to do that at the moment. This is just to show you what League of Legends is like, and hopefully you will download it. The best thing about League of Legends, for me anyway, is the fact that it's a free game. You don't pay for anything, well, arguably. You don't pay for the game, put it that way. You can, as I will show you. Wrong one. You can go into the store when it wants to load, and you've got all of this here, and it looks so alien to people who don't really play, and I will explain it all in a minute. But first of all you need to know is that these characters, as you see, are champions. There's a lot of lore to do with League of Legends, so if you want to learn more about the lore, I suggest you go and read it up. You can find it on here, I believe. This little icon right here takes you to it, or is that one? No, I think it's this one. Yeah, there you go. You can find all the lore you need to know about each champion and other bits and pieces that you might want to know about the world of LoL, things like that. But you've got these champions, and you're probably thinking, oh, do you start with champions, or do you have to buy them all? You don't technically have to buy them. What happens is that every week there is a champion that comes for free. I don't know how many champions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 free champions become available, and you can see if they're free because they've got the little exclamation marks, and if you hover over them, it tells you that they're free to play. Now, all of these are champions right here, so there is quite a few. They all have different things, as you can see. They have different attributes right here, and you can search for them through that. So if you like being the sneaky assassin, there's your assassin class. If you like magey mana type things, you've got that. If you like to be built tank, you obviously go for the tank. So these change weekly. You can buy these. To buy them, all you have to do is click on one of them, and it normally tells you, oh, there we go, it's loaded. Tells you how much you need to buy them. These things right here are points. Now, I said you don't pay for anything in here, and you don't technically have to pay for anything in here. These points up here are what you earn in game. Well, these are influence points. You earn these by playing matches. This can be against the computer or PvP matches. It's up to you. But you earn those every time you play a game. I think there's a limit on bot games though. You can only earn up to a certain amount for a certain amount of time. These are your riot points. You buy these. So that's where the whole you kind of don't pay for the game comes into play. Now, riot points you get via the store, and they're a little bit expensive for my taste anyway. So you can buy riot points via whatever you want to pay for them. So what do these do, you ask? Right. Influence points basically buys you your champions. They also, when you get into the later stages of the game and when you level up, as you can see, I am currently level 22. When you hit level 20, you get a ruin page. This is what you spend your influence points on mainly. You buy these marks, you buy these seals, and you buy the glyphs and the I can never say that word, quintessentials. So that's what you spend mainly your influence points on. The other thing you spend your influence points on are champions. Whenever you want to buy a new champion, you go to it. You can either go to the store or you can go to your own homepage. You find the champion you like, you click on her, and it will say unlock champion. The other thing you can use riot points for is you can buy these champions as it comes up. Oh, that was a bad example. It comes up with, you can either spend your influence points or your riot points. Riot points are obviously bought. IP points you can earn and build up. You don't earn a lot at a time, so sometimes if you're a bit impatient, getting riot points can get you a champion faster. The only other thing you can buy with riot points are... oh, I thought I had an option here. These things. These are skins. As you can see, I have one skin. Every champion has a classic skin. That's the one you start with. You can buy these other skins. Some have more than others. Some are pretty cool, some are pretty basic. I have a Leauge for Ashe. Skins don't really do much. They don't improve the champion, they just change how they look. It changes how their abilities are different too. So they're not essential. They don't really improve your champion, they just change the way you look. I also have a skin for Morgana. I have Ghost Bride for Morgana. They just make your spells look different, and it just gives a kind of a uniqueness to a champion that you own. So, while we're still on the topic of champions, you get different types of champions do different jobs. Now, this is going to sound really confusing at first. I was totally lost when I started playing League of Legends, and people were shouting these things at me and I had no idea what they were talking about. Basically, you have different champions that do different things. For instance, you have what's called AD, AP, Support, Tank Defense. And AD stands for Attack Damage. This is the one who has the highest damage. So like Ashe's AD, she does the most attack. So you build items, which I will come on to later, that do more damage. People like Janna, she's a support. She helps other champions. She has these moves. Her ultimate, which is her most powerful spell, throws enemies back and heals those around her, just on her team obviously. You also have your other support champions like Leona, who's more of a tanky character. Your AP is Morgana. As you can see, she's got more ability power. She's a supporty type character too, I guess. It tells you she's a support, but I wouldn't... She can hold her own, she can be in the middle lane and she can be in top lane. So this page is going to look really familiar to people who already play LoL, and it's going to look completely alien to those who don't. Basically, this is your character selection. When you get into a game, either PvP or against the computers, you get to this page. This page shows you all of your champions. So as you can see here, these are all the champions that you can play. You can't have more than one of each at a time, if that makes at all any sense. You can see Shyvana's great out there. It's because we already have a Shyvana there. The next page tells you your skins. I'm going to be using Ghost Bride Morgana for this, just to show you what's what and just show you how this works. Now here you've got spells. You can choose different spells. They all do different things if you want to read upon them. I don't have time to show you them all now, but these are what you can see, and you can read all about it when you join LoL to start with. You get choice of 2, so choose wisely. These runes and masteries I will talk about in a minute. They're kind of complicated and you don't have to worry about them till higher levels because they won't matter at all. You can lock in or you can wait for the timer to run out. Being as I'm the only one playing here, I'm going to lock in just to speed this along. You can do blind pick or you can choose your enemies. In this one, I've chosen my enemies just for the simple ease of doing it. So let's start. This page has changed so much since I started playing. It used to show you everyone else's what is called a ping. This is my ping here. It just shows you how quickly you can load. It does show you how everyone else is loaded so you can see around. And it does show people's summoner's icon. Now, this is a map called Summoner's Rift. It's probably the one you'll play the most, especially to get into the swing of things. Now, here comes the Mountain of Confusion. These are all items. There are a lot of items in this game that you can build for your character. Thankfully, Riot have already put in this page. This page is tailored to your champion. It basically tells you what you can get and what to build. Of course you can change it however you like. You don't have to listen to these things, but they do help a lot. So I'm going to build AP of course, and I'm going to take 2 health potions because I'm going to tell you about lightning. This platform here, you can heal yourself back up if you've taken damage. Of course you have to travel back to it. You can see this map just around here. This is your map of basically the whole of this map, so you can see everything. I'm going to get into the middle lane here. Each champion have pretty much a set what they can do lane wise. Morgana can either be in the middle or she can be down the bottom here. She doesn't normally go up top. See, in bot games things are slightly different. Your normal setup is you have one in the middle, two down the bottom, one up top, and you have what's called a jungler. Now a jungler moves around this empty space here, killing all the little sort of animals, I suppose, the monsters that spawn in places like here. Your jungler will go around there and he'll come down and he'll help one of these lanes should they need it. Now, you probably saw this bit here. This is basically what your character can do. Here you have the health, there you have the mana. Ignore that. So basically what you want to do here is you want to choose a basic attack. You can build your attacks up. As you can see, I can put a plus point in here and I can rank up these attacks. Now all of these, each champion has different moves. There is no champion with the same two kind of moves. So I'm going to rank up this one here. As I said, this is not going to be a tutorial to how to play, so I'm not going to tell you how to play this champion, and I'm not going to tell you how to play different champions either. This is just simply showing you what's what. Now you can see this tower here. If I can bait this bot over, yeah I can. As you can see, once an enemy gets closer it will go for them. Sadly she didn't hit me that bit well. It doesn't automatically go for a champion, it will go for minions first, which are these little guys here that will run around me. Killing these guys will give you experience and it will give you money. So I now have 2 levels, well 3 levels I suppose. You automatically start with 1 level.
I'll have my revenge.
That wasn't worth it. So as I push up here, oh I thought she was gonna pull back. Apparently she wasn't. And I missed. So I'll come back just when I've had a little bit of a progress, so you guys can see what happens afterwards. Enemy team got first blood. That's kind of annoying. First blood basically means that it's the first champion to die. It's kind of annoying that enemy team got it. Basically first blood just gives you a boost in gold. Obviously gold means you can buy items faster. That was a fail. Don't rely on watching this as a guide to playing champions. I'm not that brilliant at playing. You can see now I have my ultimate. My ultimate is always the most powerful move that I have. If I had someone here I could demonstrate it, but it seems the champion that was here has abandoned the lane. Oh no, she's back. I haven't seen her in a while. I don't have enough mana now to use my ult, that's typical. Right, this is my ult. I should probably explain. Now this looks different. Oh, as you see the tower went for me. Just because I was too close and it recognised that I was hitting a friendly target. Well, friendly for her anyway. Every time someone is killed, that message will come up. And if you have your sound on, it will come up with an enemy has been slain, and obviously if you died, then it will come up that you have been slain. And I kind of hate how it points out the obvious. You kind of know if you've been slain or not. Never mind. I'd like to point out at this point as well that bots do act differently. Like right then, a player probably would have chased me down the lane. Bots are a little bit stupid in this, especially this. These are beginner bots. You can turn up to intermediate. I'm pushing this tower, and if you're wondering what I'm doing, basically the end of the game is to get all the way up here. See, then a player probably would have continued to hit me rather than hit me and run away. So be prepared for a different experience if you play PvP. I should have waited until she was closer to the tower there, but like I said, this isn't a how to play this character guide. If you want to do that, there are plenty of guides on the internet of how to play a character. And there are plenty of videos out there that tell you how to ruin characters too, so if you're interested in that, I'm pretty sure there are tons and tons of guides out there. I am not doing one for the simple fact that I don't think it's worth it, and I'd rather just do an introduction of how to play the game first. If it does turn out that this is quite popular and people do want me to do character guides for Morgana or Ashe, please ignore that, then I will think about doing it. The other advantage of playing a game like this is I'm not sure how many other games tell you where your teammates are and what they're doing. As you can see, my teammates are down here. The little blue line that comes around them is actually them recalling, and recalling, you just press this button here and you go straight back to that platform that you started on. The platform is where you go to buy your items, and it's also where you go to regain health. So if you manage to escape a fight, you go straight back there. You do not risk engaging with someone else. You should be able to get this tower down here, which would be a great start. Bots tend to change lanes as soon as you destroy a tower. So there's the tower, and I'm using that to make an escape because, as you can see, I have no mana whatsoever, so I'm no use to anyone right now. So I'm gonna recall. Each recall is different for each champion. As you can see, for this skin, it's kind of a depressing hell. I'm not sure if you can hear it or not, but I don't like it. You can see which items I can buy because they're now sort of kind of enlightened. This one is I cannot buy because I don't have enough gold. This one I can buy because I do have enough gold. I'm just gonna get a couple of items that I need. I run really low on mana, so I need something that will boost my mana. You need to read the items carefully. I normally have an item set picked out for each character, but for Morgana I don't currently because I'm changing it around. The good thing is when you kill someone you actually get recognition for it, so everyone can see it. This comes up in the corner, sure you just gotta glance at it. If more than one person got the kill, so if somebody assisted in a kill, their portrait would come up too. When you kill a champion you get gold. The map is great for seeing where your friends are, but they're also great to see where your enemies are. A great example was just when Graves actually came up behind me and I was not paying attention. He could have come up behind me, pushed me towards the tower, and I probably would have died. So it's always great to have map awareness. I'm not gonna get this guy. Oh, see, that was his mistake. He turned around for a second there. If you're on that lower health, you just want to keep running. If I had my ult ready, I would have ulted him, but unfortunately I didn't. Here is Leauge, she's the support champion, and I still haven't chosen my talents. I do. There we go. He got away from me. That's the other thing. In a PvP game, you don't get things like that. Bots tend to move around quite a lot, and they don't really hide themselves. In PvP games, you will hide yourself. They tend to avoid things too, like that. Then if it was a PvP match he would have continued because I'm attack power, so I don't have much defense on me, so he would have taken advantage of that. Wukong is quite well, he can build a champion, quite a tanky champion, so if he had chosen to, I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know if that was lag or his ability. If he wanted to, he probably could have killed me. So, we're coming back here. It's been a long, well, up here, I forgot to mention before, you can see all the information you need. So here's your how many kills you've got, how many deaths you've had, and how many assists you've had. Over here it tells you how many kills in total your team has had compared to the other team. Your green one is always yours. Looks like I counted for that, was it? Over here tells you how long you've been in the fight. As you can see, this is mainly chaos. This is what happens when it comes to the end of the fight. Everything becomes very chaotic. And you lose a lot of health around here, and my shield is down. Someone save me? Great. I'll save myself. So I'll come back to you when we have the inhibitor down. So we're back up here now. Everyone is on the highest level that you can beat. Everyone is level. Can I get a pentakill here? No. Oh, that's annoying. If I'd have got a pentakill, I would have been so happy then. So yeah, I could try and bully them here. Right, this is the Nexus, this thing that's going down rather quickly, and we're about to win this match. There we go. It's won. So what's the point of Summoner's Rift? That's the point of Summoner's Rift. Get to your enemy's base and kill it before anything else happens. And when you win, you get a nice victory screen. These guys down here are super minions. Once you take out a turret, or the inner turret anyway, you get these guys. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching. I hope you find this really helpful. You should go download LOL now because it's a free game. It's awesome to play. You just play your free champion. As soon as you like someone, you save up and you buy it. It's as simple as that. What could you want more from a game? It's an awesome game, especially being it's free. I mean, the graphics on it are pretty awesome. It's a pretty amazing game. So, what are you waiting for? Go get it!